What is going on, everybody? This is Slick from Breaking the Clutch, and today I am back with another analysis video. This one in particular is from an incredible game that the guys on BtC and myself played against some three guys. They were pretty good, definitely high Onyx in threes. Definitely wanted to use this footage to kind of show you how you can single-handedly, as an individual player, without any other help, without any assistance from your teammates, slow down a game and slow down an opening rush from three sides at once. Now, this is just using my Jackrabbit play. You guys have seen this often. I've seen this done with Marines and turrets. I've seen this done with the Ghosts and turrets, Choppers and turrets, whatever. But in particular, Jackrabbits are my favorite, and you guys know that. You know how strong they are. A little bit too strong in some situations. Here is my standard generator first build. What I do is I go generator first, all supply pads on my main, upgrade my generator the second it comes up, upgrade one supply pad second it comes up, and then I usually commit. Generically, that's what I do. A lot of cases, I can do that when somebody else rushes from the other team, at least one player. In this particular scenario, you're going to see right away that the all-in commitments from all players are extreme. It is an all-out attack from the sides, and Nick is running Shipmaster, Presto is running Cutter, and I am running Kinsano. Of course, with Kinsano Redline Rabbits, they will be nerfed in the next patch, but this is still a pretty solid example of what it's going to look like. You could still technically use this build, and I'm sure it'll still be pretty viable, and I think they've done a great job evening it out. So, right away you can see, the second my first Jackrabbit comes out, I scout all three sides, and now just by looking at a base, I can tell what all these players are doing. What it looks like to me is that all three of them are going just about an infantry style of play. Of course, there is no way to certainly know, but you can still, just by looking around, you can at least tell, say, Red was missing a building, so he's either gone mini base right off the rip, or he's even fast expanded at one of the spots. And that is my job to check it out. Just me, I'm the only one who does that. Nick and Presto focus on supply gathering, power node grabbing, and just teching up and making sure their builds are strong mid to late game. So what that means is that there is a lot of pressure on me to do everything right. Now I'm pretty okay with that. You know, I've been putting the BtC boys in the backpack for a while, not to sound like a cocky asshole. However, it kind of comes naturally to me in a sense that, you know, I know that as long as I keep my cool, my build and my success rate is going to be consistent. So in particular, I see right away that Orange is pushing out with a bunch of infantry units. I see Red is moving a Marine across the map. I'm seeing flamethrowers out of Orange. I'm seeing Marines. I haven't seen Grenade yet. So immediately my number one goal, and I see a big squad right here out of Yellow as well. My number one goal right now is to defend the double infantry imminent rush with just my rabbits. That's pretty comfortable for me. Jackrabbits right now, before the patch, are extremely good against infantry, and they do an excellent job at shutting down these early rushes, especially because these units have to move all the way across the map to engage the rabbits and our bases on our side. Now, in particular, that is exactly what I'm doing. We're gaining the power nodes on our side, not only to get for the power benefit, but also to give us early map knowledge. I want to know where they're pushing, if they're pushing collectively, or if they're pushing at all with all these infantry units off the start. Now, right away, you're seeing me just kind of sit on our side with the rabbits. I'm not getting aggressive because if I overextend my rabbits, my army's going to be small. And generally speaking, with Marine Grenade, they can just pick off a couple of my rabbits right away. Like I said previously as well, we're just trying to get map vision at this point in the game. It's before 4 minutes. If you can see that they are massing a lot of units, you want to make sure you have vision on the map. If you don't, then you're really putting yourself in a gambling kind of position. So right off in the middle of the map, we see a big engagement. Yellow's pushing up onto Presto's starting Marine units. Not too scary. My number one goal right now is to tell the boys where are their units. And right now we see an orange army and yellow army in the middle, and then red is pushing their army across the map. And I ask them, what are they? They immediately feed me the information. We have all infantry from all three sides. Now this can be really intimidating, as both Presto and Nick are going for mid to late game builds, just as I said. Right now, I am by myself, going to have to make sure we don't lose our main bases. So Presto doing a great job here. I see the yellow has nades, so I know for sure not to engage that army if I can avoid it. I'm trying to get my triple pump rolling, and it is pretty successful. Right now, I'm letting a lot of power stack up because I'm reluctantly, I don't want to say upgrade my supply pads and commit to a higher supply eco. But at this point in the game, Jackrabbits are the only thing, Jackrabbits and turrets are the only two things that are going to stop us, or save us the game, sorry. So as long as I commit to a lot of supply right now, then that's it. Because if I don't, there's a chance I'll just lose the game. So I'll never even know if I don't try, is basically my philosophy. I'm getting close to 1,000 power at this point. I'm starting to engage the red army because as you're going to see, there's a big split from all their units. They're not communicating properly. This is my opportunity to get right in the middle of everything. Like I said, I remember the yellow has nades, so I try to stay away and just kind of skirt the outside. Notice my micro with my rabbits is very consistent. I'm always on the exterior of their engagement. See one little Y button from that enemy player, and I'm going to lose 2 or 3 rabbits from those grenades. Once again, the red units and yellow units are hanging together as Orange pushes his Flamers and Marines up to Preston's Expo. At this point in the game, I have distracted the red and yellow armies enough, so these guys are not making good decisions. Oh, I might lose a rabbit there. And it's really going to pay off if we're at least stopping 2 of these forces at once. Of course, red has backed up because he knows he's going to lose a lot of units. The second that I push these units back to the middle, I have the opportunity to go and defend Preston's Expo. Preston immediately going for snipers, which is going to help a lot. Not incredibly in small numbers, but snipers do help. Of course, just like I said with the infantry units as well, I'm going to cut them off from their feed point as soon as they trail across the map. It's extremely easy just to drive my rabbits over there and pick them off. Orange with the great drop turret play there. I have to just stay away just for those 30 seconds as that turret just rips through everything. And Presto is also doing a great job maintaining his base as best he can. Of course, right there, Orange does waste an absolutely perfectly placed drop bomb strike. And of course, with a little bit of skirting, we are good to go. Now, my #1 goal, as I said, was to catch these units off guard. Watch as there's Cyclops in the mix. I'm not really that scared about it. Preston's Expo will fall. My #1 goal at this point is to hang back and just pick off as many of these units as possible. The more units they have to make, the better position we're in. Unfortunately, the only counter to rabbits this early in the game is Cyclops for certain, or Warthogs, and both of these red and yellow players have already began teching into those units, respectively. Already getting Goshawk is very intimidating for us at our state in the game, having Presto commit financially to an Expo, and also having me just only having rabbits at this point. So luckily I did upgrade my base. I'm saving up a little bit more to also go into Tech 3 as well, just to be careful. All I want to do is just constantly engage it. So at this point in the game, my #1 threat is probably these Warthogs, so I'm going to try to focus them down and ignore the Cyclops. Even in, say, small numbers, they will get beat by a lot of these Jackrabbits. The best thing about Flamehogs from Cansano is that they are stronger than Goshawks one-on-one. So as long as Preston maintains that sniper pump at his base, I can successfully defend this entire rush by myself. So, as we can see, they're backing up here, and that is pretty much it for the prime example. I'm going to do a second video on how we kind of clutch up the end of the game. The #1 focus here was the Jackrabbit control. Like I said, guys, most important thing, scout at the beginning, know what you're up against, see the rush, get as much vision on the map as possible before 4 minutes, and then make sure you engage the armies as they split up, or if they're all together, just constantly kite them and try to distract them to the opposite side of the map from your bases. Hope you guys learned a little bit from this. I hope this makes a lot of sense. I know a couple of you guys were asking me about, say, how to counter a Jackrabbit rush, how to counter rushes in general. These all-in openers that players are doing nowadays, just going all-in Jackrabbit, all-in Marine Flamer, they can be countered easily with a little bit of control and a couple turrets. Take my word for it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Slick from Breaking the Clutch, and I'll see you guys next time.